Obstacles are to be expected, both on a crucible, expedition, and in the work world. Of course we're going to find things that are beyond our control. Out here it's the weather, the wind, the terrain. In the business world it might be inflation and employee labor problems, supply chain, all kinds of things. They are to be expected. They're also opportunities for you to bring a team together closely, because what it really presents is an opportunity to make a decision. So we encounter an obstacle and we have choices. The important thing is that we establish the criteria by which to make the decision, and they should be in accordance with our values. Out here, safety is always the priority. In the business world, the criteria might be quality. It might be coming in on time, under budget. It might be employee satisfaction and engagement, customer satisfaction and engagement. But you have to decide ahead of time what the most important criteria are and in what priority. Then it comes to the process. How are you going to make this decision? Out here, when we have a designated leader, the leader, when they get to an obstacle, they always turn around and say, "Group, what do you think?" And there's two routes they go. One, they want people to vote because they want everybody to be engaged and committed. Or they say, "Hey, I appreciate the feedback. We're going to do X." And they're decisive. And that's where authority comes in. Is there clear delineation of who actually can make the decision? Oftentimes in the business world, when we encounter obstacles, we stop because we haven't laid out those criteria very clearly, the process and who has the authority. The other thing to consider when we encounter obstacles from a personal perspective is we can take the CORE approach, C-O-R-E. It was designated by Paul Stoltz, who wrote Adversity Quotient. In it, he says, when you encounter something that's hard, some sort of adversity, look at it and say, what do I control, what don't I control? Can I take ownership? Will I take ownership to produce a certain outcome? And then reach. Does this adversity affect every fiber of my being, or is it limited? Is this the end of the world, or is this a temporary problem we have to solve? Fourth is that we have to endure. It might be prolonged. This adversity might not just be a few minutes, it might be hours, days, weeks. It all depends. But in the business world, part of helping people endure is by framing expectations. So when you look at obstacles in the business world, look at those as opportunities to hone your own decision making, to get engagement of the team, and to help them understand the principle of CORE when it comes to adversity, what you control, what you own, how far it reaches into you, and what you can endure. When you look at obstacles as an opportunity for making decisions for the group coalescing, you'll actually take advantage of the adversity.